Man, this is Rico Queen, the Great Lakes King, in here with RGS, Real Girl Stories, and it's on the flow.
Hello, I'm Shantae. I'm with RGS Real Girl Story Podcast, and I have a special guest in my studio today. I call him nephew. Now, you guys might call him champ. Either way it go, he's the world's champ boxing.
What up, though? It's the Great Lakes King, Rico Queen.
Hey, nephew, how are you?
What's going on?
You good?
I'm great.
You ready?
Yeah.
He said he ready for whatever. It's nothing off limits. So we're going to just talk and get some little questions in on nephew. So we're going to start off by asking, who are you?
I'm a...
Good answer. No.
That's a lot of different ways you can... I can answer that, you know, like... I'm me, like I'm a different individual from anybody else, you know. Like you gotta get more into details with your question, and I can elaborate more.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from the west side. I'm from Plymouth Road.
Oh, so you're a Michigander.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so born and raised, huh?
Yeah.
How old are you?
24. I'll be 25 in April.
April. Okay. All right, so, well, I guess a lot of people be wanting to ask, what made you want to become a boxer?
Man, really it was always in me. Like, I was fighting a lot as a kid. My people used to have me fighting, my brothers and sisters growing up in the house. And so that's like the root of it. And then I went to school, started fighting. But I was picked on because I was a little guy. So I'm the first one that they try to feel like they got an advantage over, so they feel like they can beat me up. But then I started making an example out of people, and then I was like, I like fighting, and then it just kept on going and going and going. Then as I got older, this boxing gym came to a recreation center by my house, and then I said, sure. It's a sport where I can fight and not get in trouble.
Right.
And eventually I can get paid.
Right.
Sign me up, you know. And I ended up taking the t-shirt to my mama because they had the gym information on there. And then it was like months, whole year probably went by. And she wouldn't let me do it. But then my pops was like, you know, you want to do your show? I'm like, yeah. And my mom was looking at me while I was watching on TV. She seen these guys had cuts in their eyes, bleeding everywhere. She's like, what you gonna do when that happen to you? I'm like, man, that shit ain't about to happen. That ain't about to happen to me. Like, I'm gonna be doing that to them. And then she like, I don't want to see you doing that. I don't want to see you fighting. I don't know. Then I ended up getting into the gym.
But your father, he was okay with it.
Yeah, my pops. That's like my brother. You feel me? So he was like, come on, we about to sign you up. And it was history from there.
So he was going to the gym with you all the time?
Him and my mom would take me to the gym together. They'd drop me off, and then they'd come back and get me.
Okay. So was that more like your role model growing up? Your father?
Yeah, I wanted to be just like my dad growing up, you know. So my pops was in the streets. I wanted to be in the streets. So that's what I ended up, doing. Everything my pops did, I try to do. You feel me?
Okay. So you were watching your dad do things. So that's where all
Not boxing though. Okay. He didn't box. He didn't box. He played football, but I didn't do that.
We can tell. So so when you said you was growing up and your father was a role model and you wasn't doing everything he was doing because he was in the football, what other things that you were watching your dad do that you were doing and you? It was like more or less you doing what he doing, but you knew it wasn't right.
My pops was into cars a lot, so
Okay.
I was working on cars, doing a lot of everything he did. I was right there, but I was like his sidekick. Everything he did, I was with him. We working on houses together, fixing cars, cleaning the yard. You feel me? Like, I'm
Okay.
5 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. I'm with my pops doing all this, so I'm just taking in, soaking in all this knowledge. I'm a sponge at this point.
Okay. Okay. And so, growing up, you were doing little things that most kids would do when it comes to their father, going, working on cars and doing all these things. But what about did you see your dad, like, I don't know, drinking, smoking, and I want to do it, or sneaking out to clubs and I want to do what my dad do, and did those things?
I didn't want to do them things because he did it. It was just my pops. He was hot headed. He was real hot headed when I was younger. So that's how I was. Because me not knowing no better, that's what I'm seeing. I'm just thinking like, oh, he act like that. It's in me too. That's how I gotta act. Or you feel me? So I was short tempered growing up, and I ain't never want to smoke or drink because that's what he did. I got into those things of those sort because of the people around me.
Your surroundings.
Yeah, I was a young dude, but I hung around older cats. You feel me? So
they kind of encouraged you on doing those things.
they ain't encouraged me. Like as a kid, I was always my own man. You feel me? I did what I wanted to do. You feel me? I was curious to doing certain things, so that's what I did.
Okay, so do you have children?
No, I ain't got no kids.
How would you feel if your children in the future that you wish to have did those things that you was doing? Would you feel like you were at a state now where you wouldn't want them to do it because you did it with your dad?
What thing are you talking about?
Smoking, drinking, going out, doing things at an early age that you wouldn't be doing, but because it was surrounding you, you were doing these things.
I feel like I would steer them in the right direction. And at the end of the day, a person gonna do what they want to do, no matter who you are. Male or female, they gonna do what they want to do. And hopefully they realize it's wrong in what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna condone smoking or drinking.
Okay.
But if they end up doing it, I can't stop them.
Okay. So you've been fighting. How long you been fighting?
I've been fighting all my life, but I've been fighting in the ring. I've been fighting in the ring since 2009.
So it's said that you're 14-0. 14-0, huh?
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
You called me sir today.
I
It's okay.
always say yes, sir, so you know how that is.
So where do you see yourself in the next 2 years, maybe?
World champion for sure.
All right.
Like,
All right.
more belts, maybe unifying at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, real big time. Like,
Okay.
You know.
And tell the people where your belt at today.
My belt is put up in a nice place. Unfortunately, I'll be doing a lot of ripping and running, so I forgot to bring it, but we're going to bring it back for y'all.
Okay, all right.
Don't even trip.
So, oh God. Can you name 2 boxers that you would want to box like? Kind of be like?
And there ain't nobody I want to be like. I just want to be the best version of myself that I can be.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch different boxers though, and I pick up what I can, and I see if it work in my game plan. But if it don't, I leave it alone. You know, like a lot of boxers try to do the defense like Floyd. You don't see me doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do what works for me.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that was good. I didn't expect that. 'Cause I be thinking everybody have that special one, that legend that they.
You got different strokes for different folks. Everything
That's
ain't
right.
gonna work.
So where do you plan on being on the big screen? Where's your big screen at?
I just had my TV debut, so I'll be main eventing within the next year or two. You know,
Okay.
hopefully before that. You know,
Okay.
that's a big screen. Then eventually work my way to pay-per-view and stuff like that. If you know, that's what God got a plans for me.
It's coming. It's coming. I can see it. You're doing your thing. How many times do you box? Like training throughout the week?
When I got a fight coming up, I'm in there at least 5-6 days a week. And then as I get closer to the fight, it's 7 days. But like right now, I ain't got nothing scheduled. I'm just coming off a fight. I'm in the gym probably 3-4 days out the week. You know.
Okay. Well, do
And
the
then-
champ like to cook?
I like to eat. I like to eat. I don't like to be behind the meal making, but I like to eat. I like sweet foods and stuff like that. Like
Favorite dish? What's your favorite dish?
I like breakfast. Like
Breakfast is the meal. Ain't
it is. Like I can eat breakfast all day. Like cereal, pancakes, and omelets.
Be
and stuff
careful
like
with
that.
the cereal; it'll hurt your stomach.
No, that's because you lactose intolerant. I'm good. Like it ain't never gave me no problems.
So you like to? Do you dance? Do you like to go out? Do you?
This was crazy. I go out and stuff. I have my fun. I dance, but I can't dance. Like I ain't got rhythm.
So
But-
what you do? The 4-step.
I don't do no force that. But what I do, I think it works. You know.
Okay. It pull the girls. You have a girlfriend?
No, I ain't got no girlfriend, but I do pull the girls.
You pull the girls.
Yeah.
Look in that camera. Tell them girls that you looking for a girlfriend.
I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm happy with being single. I'm content with being single. And that's that.
You don't want no girlfriend, y'all. So we gotta get him a girlfriend. Get these goals. We gotta get these goals out here. So you have any brothers or sisters?
I got one brother. I got 4 sisters.
You protective over them girls?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, 2 of my sisters, man, they're a handful, and I got in a lot of trouble messing around with my sisters. 2 of them.
They why? Fighting with you or
Nah,
guys? You don't want to see them with
They
nobody.
wild. You know what I'm saying? They firecrackers. You know what I'm saying? I gotta always come to their rescue. You know, type of stuff like that. But I got to that point where I'm like, man, look, y'all gotta. I can't come. I can't keep on doing that. I can't. I got bigger stuff at stake. You know what I'm saying? There's more eyes on me now.
Yeah. So, okay, I was gonna ask you a question. It had to do with your mom. How does your mom feels about her baby boxing? Because at the end of the day, she wants you to come home and come home safe. So how does she feel about you doing this?
Right in the beginning, she was like, couldn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because she didn't know. I mean, she probably heard about me fighting on the streets and in school and stuff. Like, I never came home from school and I had to tell mom I got beat up. Like, I ain't never lost no street fight.
Okay.
I never got beat up in school, on the streets, none of that. So she probably was just like, I can't watch my son, I gave birth to, get in there and get hit and, possibly cut open a concussion or anything can happen. So she was like 10-minute nervous. But then
He said 10-minute nervous.
she realized that I'm fucking niggas up. Then so she like, go, I'm all with the shit. Like, let's go. Next road trip, come on, let's go.
Okay. Did you ever have college in your background? You ever wanted to go to school?
No, like way before boxing, I knew college wasn't for me. And like,
Don't forget you was bad, so go ahead.
but that ain't even why though. Like, I'm too athletic. I'm too athletic to like take college serious. And I played basketball in high school and middle school. Well, yeah, middle school, not high school. And I said to myself and to my friends, like, man, I ain't going to college. Like, I can't, like, and I'm not going for books and to get a degree. If I do go, I'm going for sports. And I was said, like, something got to shake, whether it's basketball, football, soccer, ping pong, something. Like, I'm an athletic person. I can't, I'm not about to be in no office. Yeah, I'm not about to be in no office with nobody. But then, in middle school, I remember telling my teachers, like, I'm graduating with my brother. I don't know how. My brother was in the grade ahead of me. And I'm like, man, I'm graduating with my brother, watch. I said, I ain't going to college, and I'm going to graduate early. This before boxing. And then I got into boxing. And then everything ended up playing out. Like I said, I ended up graduating. I'm smart as hell. Like, outsmarted the school system, obviously.
Believe that.
I graduated before my brother. Same year, but before him, you feel me? And then I didn't want to go to college though, and then I didn't take the ACT. I told them like SAT and SAT. I told them I ain't taking that. I ain't taking that. I ain't gonna have to take that. Like I don't care about them scores. I ain't worried about getting accepted to no colleges. I ain't taking it. And then I didn't take it. I just didn't come to school when they took the test, and I ended up graduating a year early too. I can tell you about that too. I know.
Tell me.
It's crazy.
Go ahead.
See, I graduated a year early, but I got kicked out of school that same year. I got kicked out of all public schools in Michigan.
Wow. And still graduating?
Yeah, I graduated, yeah. See, I pulled myself out of school. I asked my mama to switch my school, but she wouldn't do it. I was trying to switch schools with my cousin. We was all about to go to this other school called Westside Academy. I'm like, bet, we about to go there. And then I told my mama, like, hey, pull my transcripts out of school. She wouldn't do it. So then I ended up getting suspended. I called the school acting like my pops for real. Like, yeah, Rico Quinn, that's my son. I want to release his transcript so we can enroll him in another school. They end up doing that. I'm like, sweet. Then my pops ended up taking me to go get enrolled in another school. But I had this plan, like, look, I'm going to leave this school, and I'm going to go to this school, and I'm going to graduate this year. Everybody looked at me like I was crazy. But I kicked it with my teachers did it in the school that I was in, and they told me, like, that's a good idea. You can do that. Like, a lot of kids do it because I went to a college preparatory school. Mm-hmm. So our credit requirement was higher. And then my credits was high, so I ended up leaving that school, and I had more credits than required to graduate. Mm-hmm. And then, so I just had to finish my 12th grade class. I was in 11th grade. I finished my 12th grade classes online. And then I finished them from home because I was suspended. I was kicked out.
For all the schools.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was fighting. And they kicked me out.
That was good.
Yeah.
So growing up, how were you with your sisters and your brother? Like, other than you protecting two of them, did they feel like they needed to protect you?
Well, growing up, I fought my sisters. Like, we used to fight. Like, in the house, it was 4 of us in the house. 2 of them didn't live with us. So we always used to fight. But my sister's protective over me now. Like, we were all protective of each other for real. But I try to tell my sisters, like, look, y'all gotta stop getting into shit. Like, it's always somebody, you know what I'm saying, on your head. It's always a guy or something. You're always calling me. I'm like, look, I can't keep on attending to that.
Well, you got killer hands, so those are weapons. You can't be out here doing the extra for your sisters and brothers.
Everything don't involve hands, but on another note, I don't use these. This is my bread and butter. You know
That's right. So that's right.
It's my bread and butter.
That's right. That's good. You still bad, but you ain't hearing from me. So
2 minutes.
So is it anybody that you want to fight upcoming?
Anybody that's ahead of me. If you're ahead of me, you're on my way.
So that's a challenge.
Huh?
That's a challenge.
Yeah, it ain't gotta be no name. Like, there's people that's ahead of me, and they all talkers. I can't even pronounce half of the motherfuckers' names because they ain't from here.
You ready?
In my work class, I'll be ready when the time comes.
You ready?
All it take is signing that contract. Oh, I'm gonna do my homework on you, and me and my coach is gonna come up with a game plan to whoop that ass, and it's on.
Okay. Let me ask you this before we cut. You got on your page, I'm a child of God.
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain what you mean by you're a child of God?
I'm God's son. You know, I get my life is gave over to the Lord, you know. Like, I came up wild and everything, and my hands was in a lot of stuff that it shouldn't have been in. But it was at a point in time where I was just like, I got to turn to a new leaf because the stuff that I'm doing ain't right. And I'm losing all my friends and close people to the streets and to the system. And I refuse to be one of them.
God got you.
And God had his hands on me while I was in the streets, while I had one foot in the gym, one foot in the streets. He had his hands on me and he protected me through everything because I done literally dodged bullets. Like, watching them hit a fence past my head, like, you know, ricocheting off, like, hearing them past me, you feel me? And I'd have been in situations where my boys got shot and I'm with them. And it was just a blessing for it not to be me, not saying that it was them, like, that don't make it no better, but
Yeah.
he just had his hand, he was just protecting me and
God's
keeping
grace.
me, yeah, and so he had his hands around me the whole time, and then I had to just turn my life over and get baptized and see who he was.
All right. We're going to wrap it up for a minute, take a little break, and come back with a little bit more of Rico, the Great.
Like King.
All right.
You know, it might encourage you. It might even encourage you to even get out here and put your hustle on even more.
Yeah.
But it's a responsibility level that, because you think about, you got to get that baby that love, because right now you're on your grind, you hustling.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wasn't raised off love, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just hot.
But you on your grind.
Mm-hmm.
You trying to get that.
And that's what I can install in there.
Right. But right now, while you being on your grind, think about that. You're going to get your hustle. You got to be out there fighting. You're going to be trying to sell yourself.
But they get to witness this.
Yeah. You going to take them with you, or you going to just leave? Because you think about it. You're a child. How you going to take him with you and still get your grind on?
I mean, they just witness it from being around. That's how I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad was messing around in the streets, selling dope and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
He was my pops was making money with YBI them. You know what I'm saying? So, my pops installed the hustler mentality in me to make to get it out the mud, that makes something out of nothing mentality. You know what I'm saying? That if there's a will, there's the way. No matter what, you feel me? Shit got to get done. So I feel like if I had a kid right now, they get to witness that and they get to watch it and they get to grow up there and know what struggle is. Because that's what I did. I grew up off struggle. I ain't grew up off love. Like, I was really pushing love away. Like, my mama tried to do it, but I pushed it away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even let my mama do stuff for me growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of dude I was. Like, I was so independent. Yeah, I was prideful at a young age. Like, ninth grade came around. When I got in high school, my mama started me off. We wasn't fortunate. Like, we wasn't no rich family, nothing like that. Had money, nothing like that. And ninth grade year, I started off with a pair of shoes. We could wear black or khaki pants, white or black shirt. I had one of each. From that point on, I bought all my uniforms and I bought all my shoes. I paid my phone bill, all that. You feel me? Like, and I ain't turned back. And then I get my mom money on bills and stuff like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, cause I watched, we didn't have money like that, and I watched my mama bust her ass and struggle to provide for us, and I ain't like it, cause you know it's my mama. So I'm like, I'm gonna take this load off of her by not letting her do for me, so that I can help her and I can help myself. You know what I'm saying? So I bought my own school uniforms, and plus I wanted the nicer things anyways. You feel me? My mama couldn't provide that for me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Murray shoes in 10th grade, 9th grade. You feel me? She wasn't about to buy me no $500 pair of Gators.
Right.
She'd buy me a $100 pair of shoes. You feel me? But not no Gators. I ain't want to wear no regular school pants. I wanted to wear Mechs and Trues. I wanted to wear, you know, the name brand
So you
stuff.
looked up to your dad?
Yeah.
You looked up to him?
Yeah.
You emulated him in the way he was, the way he carried himself?
Yeah, like, you know,
Hustling
like,
him and
yeah, he installed that hustling because everything I had, like, I couldn't go to my dad and just be like, hey, let me get some money. I couldn't go to my dad and do that. I couldn't go to my mama and do that. You feel me? Because for one, we ain't really have it. My sisters could go to my dad and be like, ice cream truck coming down the street. Daddy, can I get some of my ice cream? I couldn't do it. You feel me? Like, he wouldn't give it to me.
Was it the pride?
No, he wouldn't give it to me.
Just wouldn't.
He wouldn't give it to me. But why? Why? Because I had to work for it. You got to cut this grass. Or if he did give it to me, it would be like, now you got to work that off. You feel me? So everything 6, 7, 8
He
years
was
old.
actually showing you structure
Yeah,
then.
yeah. So that's why I got it now. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't never the type to grow up and mom, dad. You feel me? I'm like, I gotta work for this shit. You feel me? Like he'll pay me for helping him working on the houses, working on the cars. He'll give me a few dollars.
You gotta put a soul.
You grew up prideful.
Yeah, I grew up like a man that don't work, don't eat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get it by any means. I ain't gonna ask somebody for nothing.
Got boss intentions.
Yeah, I ain't gonna ask nobody for nothing. I don't no handouts. If I can't afford it, I don't need it.
My question would be, you say you want a child, would you want your child to grow up in the same type of environment that you did? Not necessarily hands
We just talked about that.
but in the hood or
Yep.
with the struggle.
Most
with
parents
it,
want
not
their
really just-
children to have better than what they had.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. Because that make soft niggas and spoiled and, you know what I'm saying? Like, if something was to happen to me and they grew up spoiled like that, what they gonna do? What they gonna do? They don't know nothing about working. Like, I can lose everything. I ain't saying I got a lot. I ain't saying I got the world, but I can lose it. I can get it back.
Yeah.
I can get it back.
But you want your child to be able to be self-sufficient.
Yeah, I want my child to be able to get it too. Like, I know how to work on houses, plumbing, minor electrical work. It ain't nothing I can't do. I fix cars, put motors out, put motors in. I can paint. Like,
You can do it.
I can cut hair. I went to barber school. So like,
So don't you think, wouldn't you think?
if I had this, my lifestyle here. If I had this lifestyle and brought my kids into this lifestyle,
they not gonna.
they ain't gonna know how.
Like.
They ain't gonna know that struggle. They ain't gonna value
I
money.
understand what you're saying, but at the same time, you can teach them a different way to get it. You can teach them the entrepreneurship or stuff like that without being influenced, because do you or do you not think that the culture, the hood, the everything is different from even 24 years when you were, a teenager? Do you think it's grimier now?
I guess you're saying, do you
think
want your
it's
child?
grimier now.
You want your child to be in the danger that you endure. You want your child to be safe and learn how to hustle, or do you want your child to be in the danger that you endure?
Well, I think
You gotta.
hustle on?
I feel like you gotta make it through the worst to get to the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like if you can move through the hood, you can move through anywhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? But you gotta know that code switch too. Like I spoke with her about. I know the code switch. You gotta know. I can't take a kid from Hollywood and bring them to Detroit and they know how to move there and get their head blew off. All I did was walking down the street and the nigga robbed me. Yeah, because you ain't supposed to move like that. You feel me? But you got to know how to move in the hood, because if you got that lifestyle in Hollywood, you can't take that lifestyle and live in the D. You can't.
No, I understand.
Like, but you can take that lifestyle in the D and move into Hollywood with no problem. I feel like you can put me anywhere on a map, anywhere
You survive.
on the earth, and I can move and I can survive. I ain't got to worry about my surroundings. Well, I mean, I can worry about my surroundings, but I know how to move through it without being touched.
Right.
You feel me? I'm not saying I'm untouchable, but I know how to be conscious of my surroundings, and I got that discernment that God gave me, so I know how to move, and I know when something ain't right.
There you
You feel me?
Versatility.
There you
Yeah.
Basically, what
Versatile.
you
You
been
gotta know
through,
how-
strengthen your,
You gotta know how to adjust.
strengthen what
Yeah.
you do.
But I
next.
mean,
That one stop.
you take a kid put him on the mountaintop.
You want to keep it rolling?
If he ever
You know
fall,
what? But you
if
know
he
what?
ever fall, he through.
There is a way, though.
Right.
There is a way that you can.
Because when
you know
he
what
come
I'm
down
saying?
here,
Because-
he'll probably
because
be.
in this new era, the old era, the old ways used to be about do as I say, not as I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can fuck up, but you can't do what if I smoke cigarettes, I can smoke what you can't. You know
That's how I grew up.
That's how it's old school. But the new way is
Yeah, they gonna smoke with their
you know
kids.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Listen,
I wanna
children,
raise
you are a product of your environment. So you're gonna learn.
Not necessarily.
You gonna learn.
I'm a good ass product then.
But what I'm saying is you're gonna learn from what you've been around all your life.
Yeah.
That's product. That's been a product of the environment. If you grew up in the hood and that's what your hood did and that's what you learned from, that's how you're gonna grow.
Yeah.
But when you elevate yourself to a better place in life, there's a new elevation for your kids.
Because
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
never gonna go nowhere. Because you learned
There's
that.
a new elevation for your
there.
kids because
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to. Your kids don't necessarily know the grimy side, but they do know how to, be responsible. They do know how to, you're gonna be self-sufficient. You're gonna.
Yeah, but the way that I grew up,
I'm gonna teach you how
See,
to eat. You know what I'm saying?
out of my dad's 6 kids, I was the one that grew up under him.
Right.
And I was his tag along buddy.
Okay.
You feel me? And that's why I'm different from the rest. And I'm like, my mom, she'll tell you, I'm leaving everything in your hands. Because why? Because you the best with money. Like, despite who the oldest and all that, I can trust you with everything.
Right.
I see what you do with what you got. I can put you in charge.
They know your mind.
Yeah,
They know
but
where you at.
versus my sisters, my dad, can I get $1? Can I get this? Can I get that? I'm going over here. Can I get this? Whoa. They don't value money.
Right.
They'll blow it because they didn't have to work for it. And that's the thing. If you got a kid in Hollywood,
self-sufficient.
yeah, but if you can't teach a kid in Hollywood how to be self-sufficient because, how can you? You know what I'm saying? They gonna think it's normal.
Yeah.
It's not.
First, they like, the further you get in life, you know what I'm saying? And, the more you learn, because right now, because I'm growing up, I'm 23, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right behind you. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's like, I was seeing a lot of stuff that I shouldn't see, you know what I'm saying? But the further you go and you learn, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how you already got that mindset right now, you already bound to have something you ain't never imagined. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in order, when you even ready for your child, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa, ready for your child, you got stuff you can have your child do, like, all right, you can work for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
You can work
I mean,
for
if that's your child, and you already there, and you know what I'm saying, okay, you can work for me, they gonna still you can't do business with family for real, like
You can't.
because at the end of the day, it's always gonna be, Daddy, I want this car. Well, how much money you saved? I can't afford it, Daddy, but I know you got it.
Tight.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just.
The
that's
more
where
I
that
listen
discipline
to
comes
you,
in.
I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
That's where that
But
discipline comes in.
I have.
Yeah, it requires.
instances
It
where
requires.
it's-
I know because I
Different.
live with it and I grew up with it and I watched it and I still got it. You know, I mean, it's from the way that I grew up and my sister grew up and we in the same house and I watched her get her hand filled when it was reached out and I watched me not get it.
Right, I understand because my situation is sort of the same as far as like with my sisters. I'm the baby. My older sister has never had a job and she's over 50. Seriously. My middle sister, she plays the victim in a lot of situations. But with my children, they saw me working, and my ex-husband working, and so even though we grew up in the hood, they have a different mentality, but my son has a business mind. My daughter has a business mind, and they don't have to. My mom always said you don't have to be a product of the university.
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to give them. You don't give them nothing. You gonna earn it. You gonna earn your keep, but you don't have to. You don't have to go through it. Like me, for instance, I done did a whole lot of dirt out here, and I done been in the system. I done been locked up over 5 years. I done did a whole lot of dirt. But
Plan on getting you on that too.
I don't want my kids. I don't want my. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what I want for my kids. But I can teach them that. You know what I'm saying? That's my testimony. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can teach my kids to be like, look, this I can give you options. You know what I'm saying? Because of my experiences, I can now instill that in my kids and give them, because I'm older, I can give stuff to my kids. My father, on the other hand, didn't give me that. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about, my father wasn't even there for me like that. You know what I'm saying? I had to develop it. I made a lot of mistakes because I didn't have no options. You know what I'm saying? So if you're giving your kids options, growing up, look, boy, that's wrong, that's right. You give it as they growing up, at least, because you can't control what somebody do. But if you give them those options and stuff like that, they're going to make better decisions. You know what I mean? They might, you still want your kids to fuck up and make mistakes because they ain't going to learn from nothing unless they make mistakes. But because you put those options in their head,
you can give them options without having them feel entitled.
Yeah.
That's the biggest difference. That's what I think that's kind of what you are thinking is going to happen if you give them and put them in a different situation. They can actually be strong and not feel entitled to stuff and still be hard working and everything. One of my sisters lives in one of the richest zip codes in one part of California.
How y'all want to do? Y'all want to go over here?
Detroit. But her kids they smart, they're street, but they definitely have the mindset of it's not an entitlement thing, but they want what they want because they want another level of life. You know, my kids have seen some of their friends. They've lost more friends than I've lost in my 46 years. You know what I'm saying? Because we grew up in the hood. You know, so I understand that part, but kind of.
I know where you're coming from.
I mean, I
know exactly where you're coming from.
Like, and it go for the simple fact of like I told you, I grew up in a house, you know, where people had their hand, like my sisters had their hand out, and they was the girls, so you know they got gave to more. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't expect them to get out there and cut no grass or come out here and work on this car with me. You feel me? And then
my dad made me learn to work on a car.
My aunties, my dad's sisters, they kids grew up sheltered in the house. Don't know what the hood is and sheltered.
Couldn't even survive.
I'm good.
But regardless, when you get ready to have a child, I know you want a child. the key to that and the child following behind you.
Find somebody you're gonna love.
Who you about to have a baby job?
You gotta love that person.
I know that. That's why I ain't just jumped and had one yet. I know I can't just. Trust me, it's girls out here.
Say it again. You not ready? Tell them again.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I mean,
There's some crazy women out here.
it is. That's why I'm not just
Especially
rushing into it just to have kids by anybody. It's girls out here that will have kids by me and told me they have kids by me, never put me on child support. You know, I told them, like, look, you gotta sign a contract. Like, you gotta get it notarized and everything. Ain't no
Prenup.
and no, not no. I ain't getting married. You know what I'm saying?
he meant as far as pre.
Oh, you don't want to get married?
Pre-bump.
No, I don't.
Bump.
Since we was on the topic of church, marriage don't got nothing. Marriage is a covenant between you, your spouse, and the Lord. It ain't got nothing to do with the government. So why am I signing a paper, signing my life over to the government, saying that I'm with you? That's between me and you and God. That ain't got nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta be inside your pocket, inside your household.
That why would I sign that? I'm not. We can have a ceremony. I can get you the ring.
I'm gonna tell you. Let me say this to you.
He
Women,
said, I can get you the ring.
because we men, women from birth, bro, they've been talking about marriage.
I know.
Let me tell you this: from birth, they know about marriage. So for a man, it ain't about marriage. Is more as far as you're thinking, but you have to think about the security of it, right? Like you die tomorrow, what you leaving? What are you leaving? What you financially, and what are you leaving for your wife or who you with? And with the system involved, they locked in a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Like I told you, my definition of a man is one first thing I said was, don't lie. I don't lie to nobody. You gotta be able to take my. For one, if you can't take my word, it ain't no point in us to being together. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna leave you. You know what I'm saying? We can talk. If we're gonna be together a long time, we can talk. Have a sit down at a table like we at now, and we can talk amongst my family, and everybody know what I'm leaving you. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to bring the government into that. You know? And what I leave you, I'm going to leave something for my kids. I'm going to leave something for my family. I'm going to leave something for everybody. But I don't feel like the government got to be involved in that. You know what I'm saying? Just so that we got to go through a divorce, then there can't, if something was to happen, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
You got a great way of thinking, though, to be so young. Age shouldn't matter, but I'm just saying the
God bless me with
mentality.
that wisdom, man. Like,
Because a lot of...
marriage ain't got nothing to do with the government. That's all between me, my spouse, and the Lord. I ain't signing no paper over to the government, man. God and them ain't do that in the Bible.
But you want a baby.
Sign nothing. I mean,
I keep saying
look.
I keep saying that, baby. I'm picking with you, nephew. I'm picking with you.
I got you. But I'm going to fire back, though.
Hey, come on. Come on.
Like, I got my parents are supportive. You feel me? Like, if I had a kid right now, I can take care of one financially. You know what I'm saying? And my mama will tell you that she know that I do the best I can and I make everything happen. Like, I won't have to go to my parents and ask, Mom, can you get this for my baby? I ain't that type of dude. When I say I can take care of baby, I'm not gonna say I can take care of baby. Oh, I gotta rely on these baby shower gifts. No, I'm talking about just with me in my pockets, financially. But I do be tied up with time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom won't have to have a baby while I'm here and I'm doing this, but I'm every night, you know what I'm saying, while I'm in town.
But let me say this, man. Finance is a big
It ain't
part
everything,
of it,
though.
but love. Kids don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? You care about money, but kids don't know nothing about that.
They care about them gifts, though.
Yeah, but if you
They
ain't
care about the
I'm gonna tell you something.
I got a niece. I'm her dad. I'm
But
her
you can have-
goddad.
Because
But the
everybody
same
else
effect-
kids got it, so
But
they
I'm telling
want
you, the
it.
same effect that you're talking about as far as your kids not getting certain things can happen when you not being present. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't being present and effective in that child's life, that child's gonna pick up they way from who they're
They'll
around.
pick up your way, 'cause most
You
likely,
ain't around your child. If they're around your mama, if they're around your uncle, or they're around your sister, who do you think they're gonna pick up their ways by? Not by you. You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
financially,
Yeah.
you taking care of them, but they ain't gonna pick up you.
But I mean, they
You know
grow
what
up in there. Hopefully, I mean, it's all on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, they grow up and realize, look, daddy was making money.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I that's how I did. You know what I'm saying? I grew up and know that, okay, my mom ain't here, my dad ain't here right now, but I know they doing what
But
they
it
got to
goes
do to
back
take
to
care
what I
of.
was telling you. You know, you're a product of your environment. If you want your children to have a certain way, or live a certain way, or be a certain way, self-sufficient, you're gonna have to be involved. You have to be like, look, come on, I'm gonna show you this. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn. I ain't giving you nothing. I take you to
Like,
the
if I
water and teach you how to fish so you can eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus me
Giving you,
always
yeah.
giving you. I'll teach you how to fish.
That's what, that's what I would
every day.
install. That's what I can install in the son.
Yeah.
You feel me? In the guy, and I would install that in a young lady too, because I feel
Right.
like a lot of ladies just look for handouts. I'm gonna raise my daughter up in a way that she not looking for a guy to take care of her. Like, when it comes to they go out to eat, and she pull out her own money, like, boom,
Right.
and he say, no, I got it. No, she say, I got my own. I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's always good to have your own.
yeah, and that's what a lot of
But
females.
if you raised to be a gentleman, they gonna take care of that bill. If they raised to be a gentleman,
Well, I don't
it's
attract.
good for her
I don't
to still
attract. I
have
don't
her
attract
own.
women like the ones that I'm talking about. That, you know what I'm saying? Only look for stuff like that. You feel me? Like, I done been out on dates with girls where we fighting at the table over the bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I attract older women. Like, I mean, I'm 20.
You like older women?
I'm attracted to older women. Like, I was 16 years old. I was 17 years old. I was messing around with somebody that was like 25, had their own job, had their own place and everything. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, they out here. And he don't want you.
I mean, it was cool.
He don't
No,
want nothing but a baby.
She knew that though. Like, we was just cool friends. You know?
Oh, really?
Yeah, we was just cool friends. I wasn't going with her. No, I wasn't. Nah,
She still got you blushing.
no, not at all. I liked our friendship though. Like, that was something. Like, you know, she knew what it was. That's how any girl with me gotta know it is. Like, Then these females, now they smother. Anything you smother gonna die. You smother a fire, it's gonna die. You smother a flower, it's gonna die.
And you cheat, you gonna what?
You gonna die.
You gonna cheat, you what? All right.
But we're not talking about that.
Look at that.
I'm not talking about cheating. Look at how we gotta bounce back
But
to
you
what I
said
say.
smother.
What I say where a man is. First thing I said.
Well, you can't. That's how you are.
Yeah, but you said my definition of man.
All men are not
A
the
female
same.
Mimi, she can't judge me off what she had in the past. There's no point even
All
stepping with me
men
then.
are not you.
You're right. But if I
So-
tell you one thing, my thing with females is I don't judge a female off what I heard. I give every female an equal chance. You show me who you are,
That's right.
and I'm gonna show you who I am.
That's
You
right.
feel me? I'm gonna tell you a little bit, but I'm gonna let you find out. I don't lie. You feel me? So ain't no need to smother me or try to be insecure with me, telling me, like, for one, I think it's the most craziest thing nowadays. Females think a nigga not supposed to talk to no other female. Then they look at a female. Nothing like, hold on, look.
If you're in a relationship, you should.
Look. I can be friends with whoever I want. I pay my own phone bill. I can talk to whoever I want. At the end of the day, if you with me, you should trust me. Now, if you can't trust me to be their friend and not do anything with them, why are you with me?
Sure.
If you don't trust me to not have sex with them or not do anything with them, why are you with me? Because there's gonna be times where I'm not with you and I'm not with you and there's other females around. Nah, okay, you can't trust me then.
Especially you being a boxer,
Yeah.
you being in entertainment, you being around.
There's gonna be plenty of females around
A
me.
lot of women gonna be throwing themselves at you in situations. Yeah, you're gonna have to have a strong woman.
But
in
if
your
he
corner.
come off as saying
Yeah.
he's being truthful and honest, and you doing nothing but what you said, you shouldn't have nothing but respect for that. That's
Exactly.
it. Because this is how you can, unless you give me a reason to think that you're a liar, a cheater, and a dog.
Exactly.
That's the.
You gotta just be.
So we gonna wrap this up because I done really took a lot of his time. So some of the things that I was gonna ask you, we pretty much went over. Let me just go over it. What's next up for you? It's like we didn't went over this.
We went at
He want a
lifestyle.
baby.
He don't want that right now. He want a belt.
He got a
Want
belt.
that bag.
He got
He
a
want the
belt.
championship first. The top.
Both.
Tell him you got that belt and you got that bag. You got them both. You doing good.
Gotta
Then-
do all the belts.
The
Then I
bag,
said
the bag gotta grow though. It gotta get to that big
They
bag.
need a
You know.
billion.
So let me just ask you one question because
Would you
I
start your
know
own
for a
studio?
fact that a lot of them at y'all age, and not just trying to pick with y'all, but everybody plays the PlayStation. Do you do any of that on your off time?
I don't play video games. I don't play games.
That's right. I was looking for you to say that. I don't play
I
no
don't play
games.
games.
So listen, we're gonna wrap this up. I enjoyed you to the fullest. I'm looking for you to come back because you gotta bring me that belt. We need to take a photo of that belt.
I got you.
And anything that you need, we're all here. Right? Right, everybody?
Yeah.
We're all here. We wish nothing but great things for
But I
you.
want to know one thing
And-
though. Do you plan on starting your own production?
At some point. At some point I do. You know, I plan on doing it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say this. I thank you again for stepping in at RGS Real Girl Stories. It's on the floor.